So it's -1. We're gonna go, I'm gonna go take you over and show you what's happening in the greenhouse. We've had a whole bunch of snowfall. I'd say it's probably 2.5 feet in the last week. And that was right after we had a warm spell. And I got all excited because the sun was shining and, you know, the greenhouse was warming up. And I thought, you know, it's a perfect time to get the greenhouse going. So let's go inside and I'll show you some of the stuff that I'm very upset about and some of the stuff that is making me happy. So if you haven't seen this greenhouse before, if this is your first time visiting the channel, basically the front's on a 45-degree angle, just regular plastic, so the snow slides right off. It's about 18 by 24, I think it is, that we built it. All the wood was milled on our property, except for the 6x6 support beams, and then the roof and the beam that goes across the top of it. So right now it is -1 outside. We'll go take a look at what it is in here. Feels nice and warm, that's for sure. So it is, what's that? +6. So the inside as well is milled pine from the property. In between that is plastic and insulation that we sandwiched. It has worked well, but I'm about to show you why I'm not happy about the way we did this greenhouse and what we would like to change. So the front of the greenhouse is doing awesome. We did the plastic on the front and the snow slides right off. It works very nice. The greenhouse heats up quite a bit and does retain quite a bit of warmth due to the insulation. And then on the bottom we've got patio stones, we've got concrete blocks here. We're gonna put more stones, more blocks. We've got a water barrel here, more concrete blocks. So that stuff kind of collects and then traps the heat and then releases it at night into the greenhouse. But the trouble we've been having, like as you can see back here, this plastic and insulation is okay. That's our little screen door in the way. So it's okay there, but if we go up to the top over here, it's almost like the plastic has dried out and become flaky. And this whole section has started to fall apart, I guess because the sun's warming it up, heating it up too much. And you know, the kind of one thing we so wanted to avoid in growing our own food is crap in our food, right? So now what we've got is all this plastic that has fallen off into the garden bed here on this side. So we're gonna have to go through and pull out all this plastic. This is so not cool. This has upset me so much when I saw it coming in this spring. It just, this is like, I want to lose it when I see this. Like, this is exactly what we want to avoid, growing our own food. So that's one of the things we're gonna have to work on. We've already got some stuff growing in here, which is nice. There's some chives right below me here. So the chives are popping up, which is great. We've got some other chives popping up back here as well. We love having fresh chives. So, but I'll show you the other problem that we had this winter as well. So keep this rain barrel in here. Eventually we want to get a couple more of these and put an eaves trough on the back of the greenhouse. The roof was originally supposed to go down to the ground and create this whole thermal mass in the back here. Plus, to give it more of that Norse Viking look, we were going to do a grass roof with some shade plants and shade flowers and herbs on it. but time, money has gotten the better of us. So right now we're just going to put an eaves trough on there and kind of work on a rain collection system. So if we can get a couple more barrels in here, that would be great. The problem I had is when we had this warm spell last week, what I did is I started filling this up again. I don't keep it filled during the cold weather because it'll definitely freeze. The greenhouse doesn't stay that warm at night. So it would definitely freeze at night. So I started filling it up now in the warmer weather. Started filling it up, and then I was like, what's that smell? And I looked in, and we had a dead squirrel inside here. So then I had to take this out, wash it out, pick out all the hair that was down in the tap here. It was just like awful. So that was not a lot of fun with that. But we definitely want to try and do some more of this. I do have a lid for it that I should have put on and left it on, the screen lid to help keep the mosquitoes and stuff out as well. So that's going to go back on. Probably do that today because I just filled this up with more water. So then as you can see along the front here, we've got, if I can point it and get it right with the camera, we've got some more chives coming back here. And then on the far side, on that other one, just behind the dead basil, we've got some more chives coming up there. In the front, we do have Camarese that we started last year. So that's coming up again. We can start seeing the green flower or green leaf. We've got lavender in here. We've got some other ornamental shrubs. So those should be coming back soon. And then what I did too is last week during the warm spell, in our other raised bed in the middle, just behind the bucket, I planted some lettuce and it's starting to show up. So right here I did 3 different types of lettuce. We've got some winter lettuce here from a Quebec company. We've got some lettuce here from Vesey, and then some iceberg lettuce from Mackenzie down at the far end here. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but tons of little guys coming through. So I did 2 rows of each, and they're doing really well. I'm really happy with this. It's pretty cool because right now we are kind of late March, and our growing season outside doesn't start till, say, the first or second week of June. That's when our last frost is. So for us to already start getting lettuce going out here, and we'll probably start some other stuff too out here soon. So for us to already have this going late March, this is pretty awesome for us. So that's kind of how much this greenhouse has helped us be able to grow our own food, is extending our growing period by two months at sometimes on each end of the growing season for us. So really happy about that. So guys, a couple more points that I want to kind of show you about this greenhouse. If again this is your first time watching a video about our greenhouse, is we did install this fan right here. So that helps us in the summer blow out any hot air that's in here. The greenhouse is pretty good. It doesn't really get above 30 degrees Celsius. So that makes it very nice and comfortable in here. Helps us growing a lot of things that we can't grow outside. For example, cayenne peppers, bell peppers, kind of those hot weather ones. They do really well for us here inside the greenhouse. So the one thing I should have done too with the insulation and the plastic and all that is I should have actually taken the time and done that spray, the spray insulation. That would have made such a difference in here, especially for the roof, which we haven't finished yet because I finally got the metal sheet on last fall, I think it was. So this summer, when I get some time, I'll have to get some insulation up there, so then that'll help keep it warmer in here as well. With the plastic on the front, what we might do is we might just take that off and replace it with the hard plastic panels. That way we're not going to get the plastic drying again and get all that crap over in the other the bed there, it would make a difference just having that hard corrugated plastic on here. And then if we had another layer of plastic or something on here to create a vapor and air barrier in between these 2x6s, that would definitely help keep it warm in here. Another thing that I'd like to do at some point is kind of create like a thermal blanket so that I can cover this entire thing. Like on the outside have like a pool blanket roller, and then I can roll up and down a thermal blanket that would cover it at night. And that, I think, would make a huge difference in keeping more of that hot air inside the greenhouse at night. So guys, that's kind of where we're at for the greenhouse right now. I'll come back and give you another update on it once the lettuce starts popping up more. Once we get that plastic cleaned up, we'll let you know how that goes, and kind of keep you updated again on what's happening with the greenhouse. So again, it makes a huge difference for us being able to extend our growing season and grow some food for us. Thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll talk to you soon.